Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am so excited that you decided to join me here today for another speed build. And today we are building in Willow Creek, which is a world I have not built in a really long time now because I've been spending all of my time in Tomarang. It's a beautiful new world. You can't deny it. But every single build that I've done with the For Rent expansion pack, I have talked about how I attempted to do pack exclusive builds and failed miserably every single time. Even though some of my builds were more so base game and For Rent friendly, they still included other packs. So I went into Willow Creek and I was like, you know what? I want to do some shotgun style homes here in Willow Creek because they are, this world is modeled after New Orleans, and the shotgun style of home is very, very common there. So I wanted to make some shotgun style rentals, and I was only going to use base game and For Rent, and that's exactly what I freaking did. I'm so excited about it. I really am. And I think these are so cute. I don't know why. I've done shotgun style homes before, but I used a lot of just base game assets on the exterior. Like I used this house is all green. The one next to it is going to be all blue. I used columns that I've never used. I've used the color of fencing, like a color of fencing that I've never used before. Everything is very matchy-matchy, and I actually love it. I don't know why I haven't done a base game only home with these particular assets in these swatches. I don't fully understand it. I don't know why I didn't think that it looked nice before. I've clearly gotten my head out of my you-know-what because I love it. I love it so much. And you can see that I kind of prepared as well going into this build. I went into the debug menu for base game and pulled out a ton of things that I thought I would want to use to kind of separate these two spaces. So I have like a couple of fences. I've got some debug cars. I've got some street lights. And what is that? An electrical pole, right? the power pole, whatever the heck it's called. It doesn't matter. I'm at a loss for words because I'm just really amped and I just had my coffee. Anyway, I love it so much. I thought this came out super cute and I hope you guys like it as well. So you can see that we have the exterior done of the home on the left. And then I try to just kind of finagle what the space is going to look like between these two homes. It was a little bit difficult for me at first. Now, these homes are not identical, though they're extremely similar, at least in floor plan. But this one here that ends up being the color blue is a little bit bigger than the one on the left. I tried to make it 2 bedrooms, but I just could not find a way to do it comfortably without making adjustments. So if you want to do that, you are more than welcome to. I did place, I think, a set of monkey bars outside of this blue one here, but it is only a 1-bedroom house, so I wasn't necessarily thinking that it would be suited for a family with a child. But you could probably make it work if you wanted to, but I just wanted there to be a shared activity out there just in case, because they are rentals, right? So maybe right now there isn't a family with a child living here, but perhaps there was at some point. I don't know. You could play around with that as much as you would like. But the exterior is coming together for this home as well. And you can see that I'm working with the foundation all the way to the ground, which I don't typically do. But that's because I still have not put the tool mod back in my game. I didn't think that I could build without it, and I actually can, which is weird. I've been using it for so long that I just felt as though it was a necessary mod for my game for me to be able to build. And you know what? It would be convenient for some of this landscaping, but I didn't need it. And I was actually too lazy to get out of the game and put it in compared to the effort that I put forth to just do the landscaping like this and then raise the foundation up. Make it make sense. I can't. I can't make it make sense. But we are almost done with the landscaping on this home as well. Again, extremely similar to the other home. I can't emphasize that enough. They are almost mirror images of one another, which is kind of exactly what I did with those multifamily homes that I made in Copperdale before this pack came out, which I have just noticed that a lot of people have downloaded it on the gallery. I do not always check that at all because I don't know, it's just not something I do, but I checked it and a lot of people have downloaded it. I had someone tag me on Twitter the other day because they were going to be using it for their gameplay and it warmed my freaking heart. It made me like, I got cute aggression over it. It just made me really happy. So if you guys ever want to tag me in like you using my builds or say something like that, do not hesitate because it'll warm my heart. It'll literally make me squeal audibly in my house, usually by myself, or my husband will hear it and ask what's wrong, and I'll say nothing, I'm just excited. Anyway, we're almost done with the exteriors of both of these homes at this point. And I really like them. Again, they're a little bit different, but I also added a driveway to each home. And this one was a little bit more difficult because it just looked awkward with this pavement ending at a perfect 90-degree angle at the end of the driveway, because the one on the left, it kind of bumps up to the house, so it's a little bit different, but I don't know. We're working on the floor plan. This is the only one we furnish. So the blue one I did add, I've been doing this a lot with my for rent builds, but I added like all of the kitchen stuff and then the bathroom, but it's unfurnished, so you can go in and furnish it to your heart's desire. But this one here, I did furnish completely, again, with just base game and for rent. So it's got a little bit of a flair to it, which I liked because I did not just want to use the base game furniture. I used a fair amount of things from the For Rent expansion pack for the interior. And again, it just has more personality. I love it a lot. And we went with, oddly enough, a blue color scheme on the interior of the greenhouse compared to the blue house. I'm just noticing that, which is kind of funny. I didn't really mean to do that. But I loved the interior. It is very simplistic. It's nothing super fancy, but I really enjoyed it. I ended up using base game curtains in here just to kind of tone things back a little bit. I wanted the rug to really have a lot of the personality and pop in this room compared to the curtains, which are very vibrant and in your face. I love them so much, but I thought they would take away from the rug. Which is maybe a weird thing to say, but it is what it is. And I add a bookshelf. There's a console table back here. We've got a smaller television just to make this a little bit more affordable. You can replace it if you would like to. And I don't think it makes that big of a difference, but that was my thought going into it. And then we have like a sconce over here. We have one of those beautiful hanging works of art from the new pack. I used the tiles in the bathroom, which I think are stunning. And I used the new countertops and the sink and everything. Like I used a lot from this new expansion. Because again, it's something different. So if you have base game and this is your very first expansion, like the only pack you have, at least this build has a little bit more personality to it than it would with base game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think base game is far more versatile than people give it credit for. I've actually very much enjoyed doing base game only builds. I haven't done one in some time, but I do really enjoy doing them. And I surprise myself with the different things that I kind of come up with. So I don't know, adding this expansion though gives it so much more flair. I love it. So I use the countertops, the cabinets, the dining room table, the dining room chairs, which are, oh, they're beautiful. We have two different ones. These are probably my favorite. I use the bed, the dresser, everything. I just think it's a really cute house for you to rent. And this is the 1-bedroom as a reminder. So this is ideal for like a single sim or 2 sims. There is a double bed with access to both sides with no issue. So if you did want to have 2 sims in here, you could absolutely do that. If they decided to have a little nugget, there might be room for you to add a crib, but that could be a little bit challenging. You're kind of strapped for space in this bedroom. It's very small. I was really surprised that I was able to actually get the double bed in here in the first place, but I still really liked how it came out. And I did use the same rug from the living room in the bedroom too. It clashes a bit with the comforter pattern and details and stuff like that, but I did not care. I still loved how it looked. And I just added a couple details to the kitchen as well that I kind of sort of forgotten about as I was going through. With a new pack, I'm always so focused on using those new items compared to things that we already have. And base game, even though I know it's very versatile, or at least I think it's very versatile, I was gravitating more towards the new pack than the base game things because I've used those so many different times, obviously, in builds. And now we just dart over to the other house. We work out the floor plan, which again is very, very similar. There is really just... There's only like 2 extra tiles, it feels like. I don't know. But I was trying to work it out, make sure that the floor plan at least worked for what I was thinking. And then I add a couple of details out here as well, like the grill and the picnic table. Now, I can't designate that space to that unit, even though there's a fence there because it is just outside. So everything outside is technically shared, even with this new expansion pack. Which is fine by me, but you know, it might break the immersion just a little tiny bit since there is a fence between the 2 houses. And there I was just testing to see if you could add a crib if you wanted to get spicy with this house. But anyway, I'm going to leave you all here. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
If I had a boat, I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine. We'd roll in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark, hoping to find somewhere